swing, that was pushing the Subaru hatchback. Man, I'm talking way before hashtags. I was running through the six with my woes. Yeah. I was running through the six with my woes. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the six with my woes.
Ready?
You know how that shit go.
That too word rational. Whoa! Hey, you turned in. You tuned in. I said turn in. You tuned in to the hottest podcast in the universe. Black Man Can't Jump. Live full effect. Fly Kid Nick. One and only for reals. And we back with another enlightening episode to keep y'all on your 10 toes, keep you enlightened, and keep you informed, keep you entertained, and keep you happy. Well, I don't care about the happy part, but you know the rest of it. But scratch what I'm saying. Fly Kid Nick, how you doing today, sir?
Black as hell and living well. It's a beautiful day.
Always.
Sometimes you gotta take account for the things you're blessed with. I'm blessed to have family, friends, health, wealth. Not necessarily financially wealthy.
We're not there yet. It takes time, bro. They didn't tell us this.
I'm enriched in principle and the things that I stand for. So I'm A1 since day one. How you doing?
Bro, like, I mean, I'm a little confused, y'all. Like, we'll talk about this later on in the program, but I just, you know, the word relationships kind of just like it floats and like it. The definition is different for each individual.
Okay.
And I can respect that because it's not my relationship. But I just see some of the entanglements going on out here, and it just makes me think like this is a hell of a time to be in some type of arrangement with a significant other, knowing that. I mean, let's just keep it a buck.
The commitments are not what they mean to
I'm
most
glad,
people.
I like how you brought up that word, the C word, commitment, because it's like you got a choice. Do you want commitment or do you want to be a commodity? Like you want to be popping, you want to be, infamous or famous or well known for what you do or how you hold yourself, or you want to be laid in the back, laid cut, still getting your shit done, but it's like it's not Front Street.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that, sir?
You know, we live in a society where people have a lot of opportunities with dating apps and how they meet people, and I think people get married sometimes for the wrong reasons, and that causes them to make some questionable decisions. And with that said, do you want to tell everybody what we're talking about today?
Okay, so
this is for the culture. This is
big C, big C today on this episode. So thank you for bringing that up. So if you're not familiar, there's a podcast. We're not going to name their podcast because you already know what it is. But basically, there's a gentleman. He has a significant other. They've walked down the aisle, did all that good stuff. And now his significant other is now...
After their vows.
Thank you. After the vows, it's like.
She needed one last hurrah. She needed.
Can I go ahead and say? She basically wanted to get her insides thrashed one more time.
What's the word that you
Thrash?
so colorfully like to use?
Thrash?
It starts with an S.
Oh, slosh. Yes. She wanted to get her insides sloshed. I'm talking about like when you go to Sonic and get that's you know what I'm talking about, and you shake it, you can hear how it shakes. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear it.
But it's the perfect syrup to ice ratio.
Right.
Got you.
I just want to know,
who are these two people? To those that don't know.
we dropping names. You know?
Yeah.
All right, Adam 22, bro. I was watching No Jumper when you used to have like Suicide Boy, all the underground artists, Suicide Boys, Chris Travis, Xavier Wolf, Bones, all them type of folks. When he was interviewing XXX Tentacion, we'll just leave it at that. That's when I was watching. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
After that phase, it's like all right, whatever. So basically, dude's married. He married his girl.
And what's her name?
Lena the Plug.
Okay.
Hey, Lena, if you need some more content to be made, it's tbmcjp@gmail.com. Holla at me.
Or DM.
Yeah, that
for
works.
reals.
No, don't DM me personally. DM the Black Man Can't Jump podcast. I don't want that smoke. So basically, she was up to get pounded after her marriage. And
what did that process look like?
I haven't seen any of the footage.
Just go off of what they said.
Oh, so let's imagine your girl, okay, your woman, you married her, like you spent 50 bands on a wedding, get the chairs and invite the family and
The doves
and all that. You spent 50 bands,
the platters at the reception.
50 bands on this woman, okay? Y'all do that. You come back from the honeymoon and she's like, babe, like, I need to do one more scene without you and I'll be done. It's just it. I love you. And then she pulls out, now, he'll make a call. They was like, we went through a list together and we just picked who was there. First of all, you didn't pick. She already chose. Okay. She already had who she wanted. She just put a whole bunch of lists on. She just put a bunch of names on the list just so you can say no. Okay. Now, hey, I don't have a woman like that. My woman ain't out here, throwing it back for the whole gang to see.
And who was her selection?
I don't know if this is Buddy's name for real, but apparently his name is Jason Love. My man got the face tat. He got the tattoo right here. He tatted up all that type, like real thug, nasty type. Hey man, look, do your thing, bro. But he even said when dude interview, like, if that was me, I wouldn't let nobody run through my wife. Now everybody different. Y'all they done had a bunch of relationships and entanglements and threesomes, so they're probably used to that type of behavior. But it's one thing when you're a part of it. Yeah, it's one thing when you're a part of it. It's another thing when you watching that shit on your phone.
Right.
And hearing your wife moan and scream. Oh my God.
When I seen some of the footage, I can't say that I was shocked because the way my brain works is I connect certain demographics to certain crimes and certain activities.
If it makes sense.
So, for example, when I am listening to the news, as sad as it sounds, when I hear robbery, I'm like, black person. When I hear left their dog in the car, I'm like, Mexicans. When I hear so on and so forth. But just to say,
Talking about putting up with that type of behavior.
I'm saying when I hear the type of behavior, I associate it to certain demographics.
Okay.
So when I watched the video with Adam 22 and Lena the Plug with Jason Love, my brain associated to white people doing white people shit. Take it however you want. Pause. No pun intended.
Definitely no pun
But
intended.
that's how my brain works. I can't say that I'm shocked because in my profession, to those that don't know, I am a bartender, and I have had swingers come to me with what I would call this flagrant behavior, and it makes me feel uncomfortable because, not to say that any of these women, because in the 2 times that I've been approached, both women have had, if it wasn't so weird and taboo, I might have done it. But I feel like, how do you just not know that this man may not kill you for slaying his wife? He might have thought it was a good idea in the beginning until you put in that work. What kills me is just look how whimsical she was. She looked like she, when you watch white people and their husbands gift them with like a car and they put the big ass bow on it, and they're like, oh my god, my husband got me a Range Rover, or oh my god, hubby took me to Mona Gappy. Yeah, I don't even want to pretend like I'm shocked. I'm not. I'm not letting my wife get thrashed out. And this is a white couple, and they on some cuck shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it safe to say?
And they pick.
Because they tried to make it seem like, well,
stereotypical,
yeah,
ginormous horse schlong.
My forearm, bro. No cap. No homo.
If you ever watch porn where they're like, oh my god, it's as big as my face looking ass. That's who they picked. That's who she picked.
And she came up.
I want to know what type of sick fuck that he is, where he's just like, yeah.
And she told him, so I can't.
That black guy's dick is my dick. Go to town.
Go. He did say he put in work. And Buddy was like, if it had been, I'll say that for later. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna dwell on it.
No,
I'm not gonna. I take it for what it is. It's white people doing white people shit, respectfully. Just like when white people let their dogs lick them in the face. That's some other shit.
Can I play the audio real quick? I just want to play the audio real quick.
They might cut it off YouTube.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't.
You know what? We ain't even gonna push it. You gonna have to
just type in at Lena the Plug and Jason Love video, and you'll see what we're talking about. I also took it like pause. White people doing white people things like greeting cards. Mm-hmm. Greeting cards where everybody, including the dog, are in it. Like putting raisins in things that raisins don't belong in.
Like coleslaw.
Speaking of coleslaw, I just seen a video where white people were making coleslaw popsicles. So sometimes somebody needs to stop y'all.
See, I normally wait till the end of the show to leave the set.
I swear to God. You think it's a joke? You think it's a game?
No, I don't want to see it, bro.
DMX, you think it's a game?
I don't want to see Caucasian people throwing raisins into random pieces of food, bro. I don't want.
No, I was gonna show you the coleslaw popsicles.
Coleslaw pop.
Well, it would be kind of weird to feel diminished as a man as a result of it.
Yeah, we'll stop right there. Coleslaw. Okay.
Coleslaw popsicles.
You see this? You see what the shirt says? This shirt is for y'all people, okay? For y'all that putting raisins and coleslaw. If you putting something that's not required into something that's already good, this shirt is for you. What does dare mean to you?
Dare to be normal.
Dare to be normal. To keep kids off drugs. To keep people that have mental illness off of drugs. Because I feel like if you throw raisins and coleslaw, I feel like that's you're on the front lines of, you know what, we might need to evaluate you. Because
Yeah, you
Bruh.
might be on the spectrum.
think about it. Raisins come from grapes.
Yeah.
Remember, it goes grapes, prunes, then raisins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had to go through 3 different phases to get to this shit before you even thought about.
Wait.
Is it?
No, I think prunes are
Prunes?
their own fruit. Let me double check.
I'm sorry, y'all. Even just seeing coleslaw in a popsicle form, it really makes my stomach turn. Who does that? Why? Who? Of all things to make a popsicle out of,
Prunes are dried plums.
raisins, which are dry grapes, and prunes, dried plums.
Yeah.
I recant that statement. So you got grapes, then raisins, and we're gonna throw this in the coleslaw.
I can't.
I just I chalk that up to human history making bad mistakes.
So, speaking of making bad mistakes,
Oh Lord.
to those that don't know, Bud Light put a popular transgender TikToker on one of their cans, Dylan
Mulvaney.
Mulvaney.
Yeah, Mulvaney.
And
Did you see the footage though? Did you watch any of the footage?
yeah,
So I don't drink beer, so it don't make no difference to me.
I don't
But
either.
Watching that,
But just because I want to uplift myself as a black person,
Yeah.
I am a level 1 Cicerone, so that is a title that I sign off with CS. But basically, Anheuser-Busch, the company that owns Bud Light, put Dylan Mulvaney, this popular transgender TikToker that advocates for the LGBTQ community, on the Bud Light can. And this specific can was supposed to be a special edition. It wasn't going to last long on the shelves.
it was special.
But since they released this video where they gave said person their own edition of the can, Bud Light sales have been tanking.
Billions.
Billions of dollars have been going out the door. Kid Rock made a video where he was shooting them.
Kid Rock,
Yeah, the
Like-
musician.
America Kid Rock.
Yeah. What do you have to say about Bud Light putting the TikToker on the can, Bud Light losing money? How do you feel about it?
So I'm gonna say this. There's a phrase that I've been hearing the past couple months. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay.
What a way to lose. Oh, from one hand to the next. So in that statement, it's like, okay, Bud Light was the #1 beer of America, or top,
Absolutely.
top whatever. So you go from being #1 to basically falling off the map. I've seen more commercials for
Modelo.
Modelo,
Corona.
and even like
Heineken.
them off-brand beers, like the the mom and pop, like the I don't know the name.
The microbreweries.
Yeah, like you even seen some of them getting a couple commercials, a couple advertisements in. So it's like from one hand to the next. So Bud Light was spending all this money to advertise.
Yeah.
They pushing their product, they pushing the advertisement. So now they push the advertisement, now their product is out, nobody wants their product.
Yeah. So the way I feel about it is, I feel like Anheuser-Busch jumped on the bandwagon like any other company does with the LGBTQ community. Like even Nike, they have their own division. They have their own special shoe for the LGBTQ community.
What?
It's called the Be Trues. You never seen the Be Trues? So they have Be True Air Maxes. They have Be True Dunks. They have Be True Air Forces, and that line caters to the LGBTQ community. So when I heard about the can, I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, they want to cater to the LGBTQ community. They want
BeTrue.Nike.
They want to see revenue from the LGBT community.
But don't they already get it though?
Yeah. So not Bud Light. So I think on one hand, I was like, they're just trying to get money. It doesn't bother me. But on the other hand, like when I seen all this going down, like when I'm at the bar and people ask me what type of beer I have on tap, and then I name the brands that I have, and they literally tell me, nope, that's owned by Bud Light. Nope, I don't want that, because it lets me know two things. That one, people that are in red states aren't standing for it. A picture's loud.
That's why
People in red states aren't standing for it. I don't think that if I would have drank a beer from that Bud Light,
I need to get all this.
I don't think that if I would have drank a Bud Light that came from that can, that it would have turned me gay. But I'm proud that people are actually boycotting something that goes against their family values. I feel like the LGBTQ community is the biggest mob right now. They're almost as big as the government. To go against it feels like to go against the LGBTQ community is like Judge Dredd. Like, it's like...
Which one, though? We talking the 90s one, or we talking about the one that came out most recent?
Probably the 90s one, because the 90s one...
So we're talking corny. Okay.
Yeah, where it's like, Judge... Actually, the new one was a cult classic.
Hard as...
It was a good idea. It wasn't bad. My man from The Boys was Dredd, but...
that was him?
Yeah. He know a lot of shit. But I'm glad that the LGBTQ, I'm glad that people are standing against not necessarily the can. I think it's just the values behind it. I think that was the tip of the iceberg, and people and Budweiser just ended up getting the worst of it.
And look at Target. They went through the same thing.
Oh, did they?
So Pete, so imagine you in Target.
Yeah.
You walking down whatever aisle, and you see, oh my God. So let's say you see like the swimming trunks, and because now we have to make items for men, women, and in between.
Don't do it.
It had instructions on whether to tuck or not.
Y'all gotta chill. I'm weak. So you know what? I'm
Tuck it, slip it, you're done.
I'm weak. No, all right. So let me say something about Target. When the Black Lives Matter movement was in full swing, the president of Target was behind the movement. So I want to salute him on that end. But me going back to the LGBTQ community being one of the biggest mobs, almost as big as the government, with some of the stuff that they make, that they try to force feed us.
For kids.
In TV, in clothing, in
Media.
alcohol, in the media.
Yeah.
It's nuts. But I feel like somebody in marketing for Anheuser-Busch, somebody in marketing for Target is like, yo, you know a market that we could tap into to make $1 billion more in revenue, the LGBTQ community, and then when it backfires, my question,
you're losing your job. Losing your job.
So you fire him?
You're losing your job.
You fire him?
You lost me $1.5 billion.
Man.
Hey, at this point, we ain't got nowhere else to go but up, so we gonna go up without you. You've been removed.
Yeah.
Hey, affirmative action.
Man. But
shout out Jalen Rose.
But that the Bud Light thing.
You come on our show. We ain't gonna pay you, but you come on our show.
I feel like from a standpoint to where like me personally, I'm like I respect.
We do.
People in the LGBTQ community
All the time.
where we collide is when it's trying to be force fed down
right
into how I raise my children, which I don't have any children, or how you guys take the sensory away and you're just like, nah, this is what we're gonna teach your kids. It's like that's what we.
Well, let's compare cultures. It's not even fair. Not even close. You know, I'm going to start right there. Because I remember somebody.
No, they need to hear it.
I remember somebody was trying to tell us, bro, that what is going on in the LGBTQ,
there's like 5 more letters after
I plus, that they're going through the same stuff that people during segregation and they're going through the same thing, if not worse. To that I say, hogwash.
Segregation.
With all due respect, bro.
Segregation, yeah. Absolutely. They're going through the segregated part. But nobody.
But check this out. Nobody is rounding you up based upon, because it's based upon what your preference and how you want to be identified.
Have they caught a couple hate crime? Yes, they've caught a couple hate crimes. The gay guy in Orlando that killed like 50 people, but
hey,
he killed 50 gay people.
Hey, hey.
He himself was gay and he killed 50 gay people.
Hey, let's just. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. For y'all that don't know,
but y'all, it's not the same struggle at all.
It's not. For y'all that don't know, the individual that he's referring to.
Nobody's hosed y'all.
Real. The individual he's referring to, when he went there to do that atrocity, just imagine this, bro. You in the bathroom and somebody coming there doing some shit, and he's talking about, hey, if you black, you can go. Like this put that in perspective. I'm not saying that is right. I think all life is important. You feel me? But
I need you to specify that comment because that could be.
You're right. Yeah. When I mean all life is important, I mean if you are a living human being, your life is important, bro. Now I know my black life is important. My life is important. What was you talking about? My man's life.
Despite the stupid shit that old girl did, Black lives do matter,
Yeah,
and that the movement is still relevant.
Well, they were doing it for the wrong reasons. They were trying to do it because they trying to come up on people. We doing it because we want to see everybody. Bro, everybody wants to wake up with no problems, be able to walk outside with no problems, be able to go down to the grocery store, the mailbox, to their job, whatever, without being bothered based upon nonsense. Like, it's societal nonsense.
Yeah.
Or I don't like your hair. I don't like your skin color. I don't like who you like. Bro, what difference does it make? We here to complete a task. Last time I checked, that task ain't got nothing to do. But that's just a whole. That's like a 3-hour episode we gonna have to have on the back end.
3 hours?
Oh my mama, that shit, bro.
You think you can sum it up in 3 hours?
We gonna have to break it down in increments.
It'd have to be a whole series like Roots. It ain't. I can't sum it up in 3 hours. I'm gonna let you know that now. I can't sum it up in 3 hours.
Bro.
It's a segment within a segment within a segment within a segment times 4,000 because I can't sum it up in 3 hours. But moving forward, Sweetie turned away Bronny and Shareef, LeBron James Jr.
No. Who you said?
Sweetie, wifey. Don't disrespect Sweetie. Don't say nothing bad about Sweetie. Oh my bad. You and light skinned girls. I'm still waiting to see the girl that Quavo cheated on Sweetie with, because she didn't look better than Sweetie. That's the real reason why she broke up with him. That's the real reason why. If it was a girl that looked better than her, they could have mended the fence, but she didn't. I still haven't seen the girl that Quavo cheated on that girl with.
Because Quavo didn't cheat. Because black men
don't cheat. So Sweetie turned away Bronny and Shareef from her birthday party.
Who?
LeBron James Jr. and Shareef O'Neal.
Okay. Hey, look, now y'all know how it feels to be regular people.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
I try to think of what reasons why she turned them away. Like, one, she's like, oh, you're too young.
Yeah.
Shareef old enough.
That's where he's in college. Hey, we don't know you.
And
we don't know you.
Like, it's funny because she like, I like LeBron James as a player, but we homies. I can't let him see you parting at my shit.
What you talking?
Or she was just like, who are you? You can leave.
Maybe
not here.
Maybe she had the same security detail that Victor had, and they were like, we're not putting up with none of that. We ain't having none of that.
I think her party was booming and she didn't want it to stop, and she was like, I wish it would get shut down because these two kids are here. Turn them away.
Only one is a kid though. No, technically they both in. One's in the G League, the other one's getting ready to be a freshman in college, so he ain't old enough, is he?
There's liquor at
Browny,
these parties.
Hey,
there's alcoholic beverages at these parties.
Hey,
there's no doubt in my mind that Brownie's had an alcoholic beverage at this point, and so is Shareef. I don't doubt it.
No comment.
But
I don't know what.
I think it's hilarious that Sweetie was like,
she said no.
Nah.
I bet you that he came in with a McDonald's bag. They were like, oh yeah, you come in. Is that the Sweetie meal? Yeah, bitch, it is. The Sweetie meal. I was thinking
she eat like a pregnant lady. Have you seen the stuff that she eat?
Look, the only thing I know about Sweetie is
she eat like the meals at T-Mobile. It be things that don't even go together.
See, y'all don't know because y'all don't know.
When I say T-Mobile, yeah. I'm talking about T-Mobile, the phone company.
Not poor signal.
Not
in their own building.
Any other place.
In their own building. You got poor signal in your own building. It's called a T-Mobile Arena, but you got poor signal in your own building. Tell me how that works. Billions of dollars.
You feel me? Because I want to get fired.
You feel me? Billions of dollars spent on infrastructure, but we can't get a simple signal so I can make a phone call to save my life. Call my girl, come pick me up. I ain't got no ride.
Moving forward. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
You because I'm finna
my boss might see this. No, I'm not doing it. Bob Cousy said.
First of all, he a Celtic, so we gonna let him.
Bob Cousy. No, but what he said was relevant. I ain't even gonna hold you. Bob Cousy said, "Who cares if we play plumbers and firefighters? Y'all play TikTok dancers and niggas that grind against their homies."
And these are all
I
facts.
I threw that in.
And these are facts, though.
I think Bob Cousy's onto something.
What Bob on? I think Bob is old. He watching the league now. Like this, the shit that I left.
In terms of skill set, that's where we talk about like, yo, they play plumbers and firefighters, but no one can say that they weren't. It was a manly man,
bro.
Played in the league back in the day.
You playing against cats that grew up in the Great Depression.
Big facts.
Like, this is not no diss. This is just real life. There's moments in time. Bro,
almost everybody was built like George Foreman.
Thank you. He said it right there. The water was broke. The water had nothing in it.
You know what's funny?
You know what I'm saying? The water had
nothing. They were drinking flip water. It didn't even affect them.
Know it, bro.
It didn't even affect them.
No, they like. Oh well. It's gonna make me
Hey,
stronger.
I ain't gonna hold you from watching Showtime. Y'all were, the players of the league back then, y'all were high on crack, y'all were on coke, y'all were on crystal meth, y'all were doing everything under the sun.
That's why y'all look so old right now.
Somehow playing basketball. So in that regard, y'all were men for real. I give you that. But yeah, so in that regard, Bob Cousy, yeah, you were playing
against plumbers, firemen.
You were playing against the man's man.
The KKK people.
Big facts.
I'm shooting.
Big facts.
I'm shooting. You know they was up in there too. Plumbers.
For sure.
Yeah, you know they was.
For sure. For sure.
I don't like those.
Indiana Pacers. We're some organizations we can talk about. Indiana Pacers.
Who?
Boston Celtics.
Who?
Cleveland Cavaliers. We talk. This shit can get deep.
It can get deep real quick.
Yeah. But
Bob kept it a buck.
Yeah, shout out to Bob Cousy. He was a great player. I mean,
but where did that comment come from? Like, I feel like he been sitting on that for like he been simmering.
No, he was on a podcast and he
they asked him.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just gonna let it be known. That's how
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes watching podcasts with older generation talking about the difference. Jerry West was on Paul George's podcast and he kept it up.
Jerry West is the
he kept it 200 with Paul George. He said you and Kawhi not playing all these games is absurd. It's terrible. He's like two players of y'all skill set and y'all can't even get through a whole season. You look stupid. And I was like, damn. He said it to his face though. I was like, talk that talk, Jerry. Talk that talk. So NBA 2K just announced the
Kobe
2K cover.
Kobe. You knew it was coming.
Standard edition is the
Kobe Bryant edition.
The Kobe Bryant edition, and then the Mamba edition, the 151. I ain't gonna hold you. I might get that one this year just because they added it last year, but they added NBA TV to it. So it's not. So you're actually like that's. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's a real deal.
That's a plug.
Because NBA 2K, NBA TV alone is 150 alone by itself without the game.
You getting the game and League Pass.
Yeah, and me personally, I don't play my player. I play my team. I like my team just because you get to pick the coach, the GM, all that stuff. But I think it's a good deal. I want to know who the WNBA player is going to be, and I want to know
Asia.
I heard it was Sabrina. Ionescu.
Already? Asia.
I get it though. I get it.
They just got the chip. Either Asia.
I agree
or
that it
Kelsey.
should be Asia or Kelsey, but like I see how it could be Sabrina. Sabrina,